What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, second day of the trading week here. SPY is relatively break even. It was down about $0.50 at one point. It looks like going into the open here, it's been grinding back up right to break even. So I guess I'm going to assume we're going to have an uptrend going into the open here. I got about 3 gap stocks that I'm looking at. They're okay, really. There's really just nothing special about them. I mean, government, I guess, might be making some kind of pre-market triangle here. It's easily less than ideal. Either way, I think CVS is looking like the better one here. If we can get a pop above 64, see that fail, I'll just hop right in on the short just off of that for a start to the gap and go trade. And if not, something setting up at the bottom end of this range could definitely be good too. Obvious problem to worry about here is this 9% right now. I think, let's see, if it closed at 69, 10% is going to be $6.90. So yeah, right at 63, I believe that circuit breaker is going to hit. See what happens. Plenty of volume. Looking for failure up here. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, it could be. We'll see above 64. I guess we might not get it. Just broke on me. Huh. Well, how about that? Idea was right, I guess. Just never got my trigger. I probably could have gone off of that 64. I mean, this was 99, so I guess it did technically break out. I got bought back up right away. Well, I don't think I still want to go for it now. It's a completely different trade. If anything, now it looks like a better long. Okay, goals for today. Not taking any setups that are not clear. What does that involve? What is a not clear setup? A setup that hasn't chosen a trend. Any fake breakouts, I must wait for the actual breakout and enter in on a pullback. And no taking trades opposite the SPY. If the SPY is ripping up and my stock is moving down, took that short on Apple yesterday, it didn't work out. The market's too strong to really let Apple be moving down, so I don't really need to be taking anything short. That was just my problem with yesterday, is not being patient enough. Just missed it. This 365 was holding kind of nice. Just popped above right there. And right back under. Alright, well, definitely nothing on that. Wicks losing it still. I'm expecting these down gaps here to kind of continue because you see into the day of the open here. I mean, there's plenty of longs that are definitely underwater. I mean, everybody in this range here is more than likely underwater right now. So I would expect to see some selling off here. And if not, definitely look for shorts around 65. Alright, well, FANG stocks are really strong right now. The SPY is just not that strong, though. It's kind of interesting. Facebook just moved up a point, Apple up a point, Netflix up 3 points, Bob is up a point, Nvidia almost a point. So I'm seeing lots of green so far. What looks like a good ORB right now? This is kind of tough. Nvidia maybe? It's trying to close up here. See if I want to take an opening range. I might just miss this one. I don't know, less than ideal really. Just doesn't look that great. Wicks could be alright here for a short. Gotta go for the market though. This actually could be a trap trader situation right here. See how high it gets. It did. It's at 60, so it's right on it. Well below the pre-market low. Well, I like how it looks, but I like an entry at VWAP a lot more than all the way at the bottom of this. Trying to lose it. Flashed under. SPY has done nothing but go sideways. Maybe something sets up in Nvidia here. Yeah, I think Nvidia is looking like the only possible setup at the moment. SPY just made a new high day. Facebook's popping up, also making a new high day. Nvidia, probably no trade. And it looks like I got nothing for now. Alright, well I lied. Nvidia did end up coming back down here. This is only the first test it's given me, so I want to be able to give it a couple of candles here. Did make a new high, so I mean the uptrend is still intact here. It only came down to this 158 once. Thinking if it does it again on this next candle here, pops back into the 20s, I can get about 20 cents of risk. So I can get pretty big. See what it does. It's kind of like a low volume pullback here. We'll see what happens. taking this. Like, I feel at 33. Looking for high day. Stop will be underneath. And I'll read right back to it. I like the green, so I mean, we'll see if we can hold. If not, looking to take off some at 60. And right back to it. And I'm out. No way, man. Well, this is what I mean by I need to be patient. You know, if I gotta see the test underneath first, I gotta see the test underneath first. SPY also didn't help. Might be giving me a second chance here. Guess not. I think we're just kind of stuck here at the moment because the SPY keeps doing this nonsense. And I guess NVIDIA is not gonna do anything until the SPY does something. It's pulling back right now. So the SPY's losing it, but NVIDIA, let's see here. I don't know. It's trying, it's just not clear enough right now. CVS looks much better. So we're getting our test here. It's a really nice spot, right at this whole number. And the SPYs are losing it too right now, so this could be pretty good. Need to see it back underneath. I think it's trying. I'm gonna go for this one. So that will be right at 16, it looks like. It's a huge seller there at 10. Let's see what that does. It might want to get up and test him before it does anything. SPY did drop here. It just made a new low a day, so I mean it's definitely helping. Hopefully nobody wants to take this guy because he looks legit. And closing above now. Chances here, I mean, let's see. I'm only about 20 cents right now, so I could actually get a little bigger if this does end up failing. SPY's really dropping right now. There's a hidden buyer here. Just flashed under him. Okay, I'm adding here. Stop will still be same spot. I recognized that I wasn't as big as I could be, so I'm just kind of adding to get the right spot. Alright, well we need to lose the 80s. Oh man. I'm buying all here. I am taking a small loss. I'm going to enter back in if we get underneath 82, it looks like. We're starting to close above here, and it's looking uglier and uglier each time. And the SPY's been making low a day, so I should expect to be seeing something here. I'm gonna extend this a little bit. Just trying. Alright, I think this is turning into a trap trader situation. I'm actually going to completely change this. I'm going to look for a break above this 15 to fail before I want to get short anything. Because the market's really dropping right now, and CVS has got nothing. It looks pretty weak there. Just looks like it's starting to roll over now. Alright, I'll go for this one. I'm back in. Looking for 45, it looks like. Circuit breaker still hasn't been hit yet, which is kind of interesting because it looks like we came within pennies of it. Changing my stop to a break above the whole number. $20's right on top here, so this is the moment. We'll see what happens. if buyers can't do it, then only one place to go. Shoot. It's really trying. Well, we're gonna get something one way or the other here. Holy cow. SPY, massive squeeze. CVS needs to lose it. We gotta start moving. Seller's stepping down again. Let's see if anybody can take him out. And a buyer stepped up here. I'm stuck holding. SPY squeezing up. CVS doesn't care, it's not following it. Okay, somebody just took out that huge seller. That should help. And then there's another hidden buyer here at this 80. Alright, we gotta... It's had plenty of chances. I just need to be asking myself who's trapped right now, and I'm pretty sure anybody's trapped right now. If anything, that's probably more the shorts are trapped, so there could be a pretty ugly squeeze from this one. We'll see what happens. Must remain objective. Just need to see something. So far we're looking alright here. We got a solid breakdown. Still need the 40s. I'm seeing these big buyers all over the place here, but last time I saw I've seen plenty of sellers, and the sellers aren't getting taken out. But the buyers, the one that we did see, did get taken out. So now I just gotta wait. It was a nice initial move there, so I think we can definitely still see some more from that. Came close to my profit target, but I mean, I still can't do anything yet. I gotta stick with above 64. Just gotta survive a pullback. So far, we're looking really nice here. We're failing to get back to VWAP here. This could be a nice push right now. See that 55 again. It's right there. Oh, so close. This candle gave me a little bit of space to move, but still nothing significant. SPY's about to make a new high day here. Now I'm starting to get a little nervous, because we need to be losing this level here, and we just don't seem to be losing this level. I mean, it's a nice start to the trade, I just still gotta stick with it. That is actually concerning. Because now we're starting to see a failed breakdown. I'm gonna start taking some off if we get underneath of this 55 here. Now we're starting to hold this 60. We definitely don't want that. A little bit there. A little bit more. There we go. Oh, buyers really took them out. Take a little bit. Or sellers really took them out. I saw plenty of stuff just like this, and there was nothing. Take a little more. Came pretty close to low a day. I mean, I think as soon as we hit low a day, a new low a day here, this is going to turn to a circuit breaker. And I mean, as soon as that circuit breaker flicks on, the trade is done. Got bought back up, but now I need to start holding underneath the 60s. I haven't even glanced at another chart. So yeah, there's some things that look like they're setting up here. I'm gonna change my stop to. It still doesn't make sense to move my stop anywhere because we haven't really pulled back significantly. Might have some more in us here. Unless another hidden buyer is going to step up again. Well, it's giving me a good stop spot now if we want to break away from this. Need to lose him still. SPY just made a new high day. Stop's going in. Weird. I'm just seeing both, just on both ends here. Hidden buyers, hidden sellers, big buyers, big sellers. We're just not getting anywhere. I'm trying to move lower. Here's still hidden buyers. SPY's at high a day here, so I'm not trying to give it everything I got right now. It looks like we're choosing a direction which is up. What a surprise. Could be rolling over here. It's kind of nice. Is it a spot to add? Nope. It is a spot to get out. I don't know. Nice initial push, but we ended up closing back above, so I mean, it really threw off the trade, I guess. It might end up doing something again. Gonna have to take my eyes off of it, but leave it on another chart. Baba just kind of coming back to VWAP here, plus this whole number. Kind of setting up pretty nice. Baba's in a really nice spot for continued uptrend here. It's had a lot of trouble with this though. And it hasn't touched VWAP yet, so I'm looking for the VWAP taps first. Baba's been breaking out really nicely here, so it's definitely got a chance to keep moving higher. I mean, there's no resistance besides high a day. I mean, maybe 50, but this isn't what I want to see. Netflix looks better. So lost it, regained it, popped above. Really nice volume on that initial push. Come back to view up again. Again though, need to be patient. Wait until I see it's clear. And it's not clear yet. $800's obviously way too big. SPY's bouncing really nicely from VWAP again. Somewhat okay volume, it's really popping up now. Might not get a test here. Yeah, CVS is pretty ugly, not the same anymore. Really liking this volume here on Netflix, but need another tap. Let's see. 50 cents is 400. So I could probably, yeah, I could probably get right on it. See what happens, because it seems to be following the SPY really closely right now. The market's decently strong. Hidden buyer there. Well, we're getting into this sideways stuff again that we were yesterday. So it seems like it's turning into a kind of wait for the breakout and then enter in afterwards. CVS still finding problems up here. But again, wait for the breakout. Play off of that. Look at that. Oh, finally getting above 64 here. It's not a bad long. Definitely not. You gotta be kidding me. Netflix. The SPY's losing it right now, so obviously Netflix is going to do the same. So we're getting underneath this range here. We just tapped underneath this. If we can get underneath this, that's what I'd really like to see. I want to see bid get under 11. There it is. But I need to see the SPY start pulling up here. So obviously we're not going to go anywhere unless we do. And Netflix is really getting under now. See, now it's just got too much room to recover here, and it's had chances to move higher, and it's just been failing. High, that's 35. High, that's 34. So it got a penny above. Alright, no trades. Alright, already back on CVS here, so it's starting to hold above this 63. I'm thinking there could be a decent long here. Would obviously help if there was a circuit breaker, but there's not. I mean, I can get really big here, because I'm only risking a couple pennies. But I mean, we haven't left this area once. We've only gotten above and immediately right back to it. Let's back down. Well, could have just been a big bull trap. Now it finally does want to go lower. But again, I gotta wait for some kind of pullback here. Okay, I'm watching Netflix. It's just breaking down right now. A little more than I would like. Let's see, it went down to 67. Obviously wanting to see it get bought back up here. The market's trying to move higher. I mean, I definitely can't go that big. I'll probably go 200. Because it's about 80 cents a risk here. Oh, 250. But I'm looking for this thing to get bought back up and back above VWAP and all this here. But I need to see the SPY start doing the same. We had the little trap trader scenario here. We broke down underneath all these ranges. Just need to see it get bought back up now. Same time here. Need the market to start picking up. It looks like it is right now. Just gotta wait. See what happens. Tick's trying to make new highs. Just on its recent cycle failed to make a new low, so chance is definitely here. I'm not liking this. Now Netflix isn't really responding to it. I don't think I have a good trade here. It's trying. Yeah, tick's blasting off. Alright, we get above this, I'm in. There it is, 45. I'll be back in at... Or not back in, but stop's just underneath here. Well, I like it and I don't like it. We're really not busting out here like we should be. And the SPY's also starting to turn around, so this trade's looking weaker here. And now the SPY's losing it. See if Netflix, I guess it's not gonna follow. That's crazy. I mean, how is Netflix not gonna follow that? Wow. I am impressed. But nobody's buying right now. Bid stepping up. That was bizarre. Tick just turned totally bullish, and then all of a sudden popped up, made a new high, then popped down, made a new low. Netflix is not following this weakness here. I'm gonna stick with my stop loss. I mean, I could take this as a warning sign, and I kind of do, but at the same time, Netflix has been following the SPY for so long, now it's just not. In this giant red candle, we got absolutely nothing here. So I'll give it its chance. Ain't looking too good. There it is. Close, very close. CVS totally losing it again. Alright, find something else. Okay, well, in a astonishing turn of events here, SPY completely faked me out. Ended up making a new high of day directly after. Obviously, Netflix following it. So now, Netflix getting above this range, ended up actually getting a little bit higher out of this range. Or pulling back to VWAP, top of this range here in the 40s. Thinking that once again might be a decent entry in here somewhere. And this time might be able to get a little bigger as well. Maybe 30. At least 25 cents. Let's see, so if we get another test down here, it didn't quite touch VWAP yet. We'll see. It's Netflix, it's spready. It's the only good looking setup right now at the moment. I'm not thinking anything else has really got a good chance. Alright, Tick's dropping right now. SPY really needs to start holding above here, or else it's going to end up being maybe a short day. Alright, Tick bouncing off of the 0 line. I need to see a VWAP test here. Something in the 35 and bounce back up. So the other thing I have been paying attention to are these trend lines. Yeah, kind of a triangle, I guess. But I'm more so looking at the levels than I am anything else. Alright, AD's popping up. hoping we get a nice break, maybe into the 20s. I mean, here we go. I want to see something. 31. Somebody just needs to hit it. It says 34. There's 30, 33. Somebody just sold a bunch. SPY is just kind of stuck at 278 here, trying to move higher. Might be right now. Tick looks pretty bullish. So that'll be about 50 cents. 50 cents is 400 shares here, but it's Netflix, so I gotta take into account the spread. So I think for 350 is right on it. Let's see if I might be able to get something like 60. See what happens here in the next minute. Clearly we need to be holding above this 40. Alright, SPY's pulling up here. Tick's trying to make new highs, advanced decline's looking good. Volatility is downtrending. Alright, we got something on the SPY here. We're popping up. What's Netflix gonna do? Very slow. Spread's tightening here. SPY's pulling up right now, so I think we got a shot here. I'm just not seeing anything. Nobody's buying. A little bit there. Alright, I'm in. Only 200. Come on. Give me the rest. I just made a new high day. Looking for above 365 for sure. I'm not gonna get filled. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta treat it the same as if I was full size. Unfortunate, but here we are. Might get a chance to add back in. Well, kind of seeing a failed breakout here, so now it's not looking that great. So I'm still going to stick with my stop here, but if I'm going to add into this, then I need to see something significant here. Still just have to use a limit. So far, a decent little bounce here. Volume's really nothing special on that pop up there. That's definitely not that great. SPY still holding higher here. Tick's just been making new highs. Advanced declines on the rise. Plenty of things in my favor here. Just not been given a good spot to add back into this. Yeah, FANG stock's pretty strong. Apple, nothing but up. Tesla's starting to move up. Baba moving up. Nvidia really moving up. Facebook's the only one that's kind of sitting underneath View app now. SPY, nice little pop here. Oh, I need more than that. I think it just clipped the top of that 37 again up there. SPY still moving up, still at high day, making new high days. So now we're really looking like we got a failed breakout. It's like I'm holding this 49 level. I would like to move my stop up. It looks like I'm getting the chance here. Netflix is going to completely change my mind here in the next second. Really need to get into the 40s. Ugh. Yeah, change my stop to just underneath. I mean, the price action is somewhat there. We're just, it's slow. I guess I'm not surprised. I'm seeing some big numbers on the sell side here, and I've been seeing them on the sell side. I haven't really seen too many buyers. SPY's turning down here. It's pulling back from its high of day. Let's see what it does. It's bouncing up. Again, big sell on the bid too. If it's on the bid, that's when it's the most significant. buying there. SPY's pulling up right now. It's getting ready to make another new high a day. So unless Netflix is gonna find something here, and it's not, so I'm out. I don't know, just an ugly trade still. Just again, just no follow through. Right up to the levels, still just no volume to brag about here. I mean, it just might lose it now. Bunch of longs being trapped, especially if it's gonna lose this level. Lose the trend line. Now it's just a failed breakout higher. Now it's just a break down from the triangle. I don't know. We're fighting. Okay, I'm looking at BABA here, so it's just now breaking underneath this range here. So if I did want to get in on this, stop would be at 89. I can get pretty big here. 25 cents is about 800 shares. Would I be risking actually 25 cents? No, I would be risking about 15, so that's huge. Obviously I want to see it hold around these levels, because got underneath, bought back up really nicely. Obviously the market is still really strong right now. It's been trying to consolidate around in here, and I was looking for like some kind of trap trader situation. I'm not really seeing too much getting bought back up on this. I'm also looking at Netflix still, getting close to this triangle. Netflix is gonna have to be look for the breakout and then trade off of that, because it's just been sideways while the market's been moving up here. It's definitely got a chance to move higher, but I think I need to have learned my lesson by now and just learn to wait and hold on. Okay, so things are happening, and I just want to be ready and recording, talk myself through it. So tick is starting to look like it's turning up here. Trying to break out, make a new high on the NASDAQ. Nice, he's still not quite there yet. SPY just had a pretty decent pullback from the highs, coming back to this 278.20 level. Definitely needs to be holding above. Looks like it's bouncing up already. So then Facebook, kind of in a weird spot here. Huge volume was actually some 15,000 share buyer. Somebody actually bought in front of all this here. Netflix at the bottom end of this triangle here. Super low volume. BABA still kind of in the middle of this triangle. So I don't think I have anything yet. Tesla's starting to lose it. But I'm just looking for some strength here. Facebook seems to be really breaking down now. I don't think I just want to be buying off of this move here in Facebook. Alright, well, one of the ticks didn't make a new high. Netflix is really nice here. I mean, it's just a really good spot to get in. 25, so about 20. I mean, I'm literally looking at like 10 cents at risk here. I think as big as I can get on Netflix is about 450. It's 163. I don't think I can get that. I think I'm gonna get 400. I don't know. SPY looks like it's about to drop here. Netflix has just got, it's really been trying to get above, and it's been totally failing. it might actually just be a better short here. I don't know. Again, I think I'm just waiting. Okay, I think I'm gonna start looking at Netflix as a trap trader scenario here. So obviously can't get that big. So looking for some kind of breakdown underneath this 20 here. They're looking for it to get back above the 40s here. Because this is setting up pretty nicely here, so it could just turn into a failed breakdown from the triangle. And each of these candles have been sitting underneath here. Just gotta ask ourselves, who are the trapped traders right now? I mean, there's really not a lot of volume in this though. But I mean, clearly we're gonna wait till we break one way or the other. I think best case I could probably get something at 40. 21. So I mean, okay, so we're getting under it now. SPY's trying to hold higher here. And it's back up. I'm filled. Stop's just gonna be right underneath. We ticked under, so I'll give it its chance. SPY's losing it. I'm gonna have it in just in case. So I might see the same thing we saw on Netflix here. Failed breakdown, bought back up. Tick's really strong. Tick did make new highs. I mean, the chance is definitely here for this to finally move higher. Let's wait and see. And that's definitely a good sign. There's really good volume on that push too. Bit stepped up a little bit. Don't like the volume. Well, this candle's volume was good. Yeah, 300 shares is nothing. I didn't hit anything. Somebody just bought 3,000. See, that's important. Advanced decline still in my favor. Plenty of things in my favor here. Just see what the SPY does. I mean, that's not. Volume's growing on this candle, and if it's going to close underneath this range, then it's definitely not looking great. Another 3,000. Yeah, something's gotta happen sooner rather than later here, because it ain't looking great. It's stepping up a little bit. Need to get back into the 50s. Yeah, SPY's just dropping. Yes, we are not looking good here. But I'm not gonna, there it is. I'm not just gonna cut it off right in front of my stop loss. It's annoying, man. Just everything is just right on the edge of just good enough to take it. And then everything just ends up being a total failure. I was looking at Netflix. What else was I looking at? Facebook. This is what I'm talking about. Pullback. Baba still hasn't done anything that I'm wanting to see it do either. Let me just check. It's just kind of the same situation here, almost like a failed breakdown. But Facebook is actually the one that did break out here. So we got a nice, great volume on it. Pullback, low volume here. Where's my stop? I hate to just give it an arbitrary stop. That doesn't make sense. I would have liked to see it hold above the 20. Next is obviously VWAP. Just gotta give it a few minutes here, see what it wants to stop at. I think the whole number would be the nicest spot. If I see something on the tape, I think I'm going to get in just off of this, because it is very clear support here. See what it does. SPY's just dropping though. Seems to like it so far. Just great volume on that move. I'm going for this. Stop will just be underneath the whole number. So really good risk reward here. I am max buying power and my stop is less than $100 for loss. So I mean, I'd definitely take that. That's not good. Have it in. Jeez. Tesla's losing it, Netflix losing it, Baba's losing it, Apple's not lost it yet. Nvidia has been losing it, but it's finding a nice little bounce spot here. SPY seems to be... SPY's at a spot that I would obviously like to see it hold at. So, I mean, we'll see. One tick made a new low, the other tick did not. So, I mean, it's an alright spot to be in right now. We need to start breaking away from this stuff here. Now we're just making another triangle. We're just at the bottom end range of it here. stop. Welcome back. Alright, well, Facebook hit the bottom of this range, tapped off the 200, and now it's getting bought right back up again. So I'm still thinking that I got a shot here for a good long. The SPY, again, bottomed out as soon as I get out. Now it's turning back up again. Stop would be at 92. And that's not a good close of that candle. Big buyer there. Just want to check something. Baba failed breakdown. Bought back up. Pretty good volume too. Just such a weird spot. Netflix definitely lost it. Again, I'm not looking to short anything. I just can't believe that things are ending up being such great shorts right now. Yeah, Facebook's looking pretty ugly here. But I mean, it's just right into a bunch of support, so might not be anything. I mean, market's looking strong again here. Got low volume on this attempt to actually really break down here, and it's just not doing it. And the SPY's pulling up. Really low volume here, but it matters where it's occurring at. And right now, had a really good volume on the break up, really low volume on this pullback, but it's also consolidating underneath a VWAP. So I mean, this is its chance to break down here. And while the SPY's looking pretty strong, see what happens. Better volume, but what happens next? I don't know, just not seeing anything. Alright, so Facebook actually did break down here. Market's still looking relatively weak. Looking for some kind of pullback to short off of here. if I get the chance. Obviously really nice volume on the breakdown. Pull back a little weak here. Would like to get a chance to get in a good trade today. Well, it only came back and tested it once. Okay, Baba giving me a second chance here. Had a decent little break here, really good volume on this push back up here. It's come back down to this whole number. If I decide to get in on this, my stop is just super tight. So it'll be a 97. Market's pulling up right now. I'm gonna hop in on this. I got 06. So we're just gonna buy 80 bucks here. Market's pulling up pretty strong all of a sudden. Tick charts are making new highs. Baba was the one standout stock really that looked like it had a really good shot at being an all-day trender. So if we're lucky here, this might be the chance that we get. It's had a decent little breakout. Pullback and the volume was just really big on this, so we can start getting above these levels here. Profit target's gonna be about, looks like 35. This 20, that doesn't mean too much. Although that might be an issue. This is becoming an issue, I guess. But still got plenty of good support here, so definitely thinking that we're on to something. Alright, back at 20. You see it pop above. 21, 22. Bunch of buys here. Partials only be 150. I'd like to see 30 here, but I mean these trend lines might be an issue. SPY did come down and it bounced off of VWAP, so if SPY is wanting to find a spot to hold higher from, VWAP and 278 is obviously a really good spot to do that. Lots of things here are starting to not look as good. It's kind of weird. 1559, 1559. 1329. That's just kind of awkward numbers. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Well, I'm having some trouble here. But saw some big orders going through, so still thinking I'm alright. Seem to be holding pretty nice here. Not a lot of volume. Pullback's fine. Facebook giving me another chance here to get back in on this short, but I just don't think so. And the SPY's trying to recover here. Tick's telling me that we are still bullish. And obviously I have no more buying power to do anything. we get a break above 25. I'm gonna take some. Ooh, SPY. Nice green candle here. Should help. Just kind of a low volume pullback. I mean, nothing wrong. Tick failed to make new lows. It definitely is looking like we are on the upswing here. And the context for BABA is definitely bullish. Had this big move up yesterday, consolidated, moving up again here. This trend line really isn't that significant, but it seems to be acting like it. I mean, it was the previous channel trend line. So, I mean, it is causing problems, I guess. Big sell here. Somebody took him out. Absolutely a good sign. So hint sellers up here. Getting above them. Need some more. Definitely need more. Very slow up there. That wasn't that great of a sign. Tick also failed to make a new high now, so once again, dynamics are really shifting on me. Take a little bit. Next stop is 30. Yeah, I'll do 35. I'll do just penny in front. See what happens here. SPY is just killing me. Super strong, consolidating, just ticking underneath of this range here. And then at the other end here, tick charts failed to make a new high. Trying to make a new high, didn't make a new low though, so tick charts are still in my favor. Plenty of buys here still. Close, very close. Wow, Facebook was still a good short. Ended up working nicely. Netflix come back, Tesla losing it, Baba moving up, Nvidia looking like I might lose it here. I need to see the bid catch up here. Nobody seems to be buying right here. Which really is not a surprise. Next partial stop above 43, it looks like. 43, next stop. Pullback is fine. I think, yeah, I really do not need to let it go that far against me. Use this as my stop for now because we got to start holding 20 here. Mainly, that's what we need to see, is this 20 start holding. Alright, we're looking a little better here. Tick. Still failing to make new lows. Looking like it's getting ready to make new high. Advanced decline looking great. VIX is just dropping like a rock here. But SPY itself still just kind of chopping lower at the moment. The market looks like it wants to take off here. Alright, that was a pretty weak pullback. I think we're definitely looking alright here. SPY's trying. It is definitely trying. See some volume growing into this move here. Bounce off view up. Yeah, I think we're looking alright here. Alright, SPY just broke that range to the upside. You see more. You get above this. This shouldn't be holding. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. This entire time, SPY's going sideways. Baba's grinding higher. Now that SPY's finally moving up, Baba doesn't want to move up. Ooh, tick's blowing up. Advanced decline, making a new high. I mean, we're looking fantastic here, so just gotta hold. Do not let greed settle in. Just take your partials where you should be taking them. There might be a chance to add to this. Look at that. But we're still stuck. Come on, man. SPY is really moving up here. Oh, the video looks really good for a long. Alright, I'm gonna move. No, I still can't move it. I just can't. I just still can't. I'm stuck. Stuck basically at break even here. Two minutes, alright. 5 minutes, definitely good. Everything's underneath me. We see 40. There's 39, there's 40. So let me take him. Get him out of here. Oh, wow. SPY, massive green candle. I need to see something here. I'm not seeing anything. Doesn't seem to be there. Unless he's hidden. Oh, getting above. Come on. A little more. So very close. Oh, that is irrelevant. It's always weird ones that just kind of come in out of nowhere. I don't really know what that means whenever you just see these ones just kind of pop up. There's 43. If we can get above. 44. Should be seeing something. Go. Spy's about to make a new high a day. It's just been on a tear the past few minutes. Oh, I cannot believe. There we go. Super solid. Oh, we got big sellers at 50. What's gonna happen? I want to see them. I want to see it. SPY just blowing up right now. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, we're slow, so I'll take a little bit more. 350 still holding. Next spot to take. 68, high 60s. Yeah, I don't really know what that is, but I mean, you could, I don't know, I'm not going to say that I could read it, but I don't know, the chance was there. I saw it on tick, I saw it advance decline, I saw it on the VIX. I just did not expect the move to be that big. I guess I should just be fortunate that I found a good long before it happened. Big pullback from that candle. Definitely not surprised about that. Alright, I'm also watching the video on my other screen here. It's just now trying to break out from a triangle it's made. Really good volume on it. I am going to look for a pullback entry on it though. Facebook losing VWAP. Looks like it's headed back lower. Big red candles here on the SPY. See how Baba responds. Obviously next spot to hold is the 40s. Big sellers here again. Big pullback on the SPY. See if I can somebody take him out again. It's only 10,000 shares. And looks like it's an hour above him. Maybe. Kind of tricky. Didn't quite see it. Depending on what happens right here, I may look to get all out and then back in. We're having some problems here, and this pullback on SPY is getting deeper and deeper. But Baba's strong. We are holding. both. New high a day is where I'm looking to take more off. I mean, Baba's been super strong here. I don't think I need to, what's the word? I need to be more risk-full instead of risk-averse right now, because this is a really solid situation. Although, it is getting a little overextended, and obviously since it's a FANG stock, these pullbacks may or may not take longer than what I would like. But really good start to the trade so far. It's just, you know, we're starting to get a little vertical almost. And while that's nice, it's also not great when I'm trying to hold on as long as I possibly can. Or rather, I'm trying to hold on as little as I can, but still get the moves. And if these moves are going to take some kind of deep pullback, well, then I just got to deal with what I got to deal with. Alright, stop is going to change to a close underneath the 9 and underneath this 44 level. SPY's pulling back up here, though. See if we can get above 60. SPY found its bottom, so it's bouncing back up again. Tick chart's still looking very strong. Getting stuck up here. But this is great. The market, I kind of look at this as pictures like the SPY. Obviously today is not a great example, but every now and then the SPY would just kind of require a breathing period. You know, it needs a little bit of a breather. And we get these big runs up, little breath. Big runs up, little breath. SPY is not the best example there. But either way, what I'm trying to say is sometimes you just need a little bit of a break. And it's kind of what we're seeing right now. We're getting a break and we're holding higher. So I definitely like that. And it's getting closer here. We're getting tighter and tighter, so I'm still liking it. Alright, I think I am going to change my next partial to a break above this 60 and see what happens. I would like, obviously, a new high a day, but depending on what happens here in the next couple of minutes, especially with the SPY too, because the SPY did bounce, not as great a volume, and it's looking like it's turning down right now. So we'll see what happens here. Either way, I'm still in a pretty good spot. And we just broke another 50. See what happens. Player stepped up. Somebody's trying to get rid of it, yep. I don't know. I got a fear of being shaken out right now. I think I just need to stick with what I said earlier. Close underneath, and underneath this 44. Yeah. Kinda missing the video. We will see what the market gods decide to give me. Alright, so now we're testing underneath the 50. A little bit of a struggle here. We closed underneath, but I'm not gonna count that. That was a pretty weak test. I'm seeing a lot of volume here too. SPY's getting ready to what the heck is that? SPY's getting ready to pop back up again here. Making another shot at high a day. Looks like it might hit it. Tick very strong. Advanced decline is going through the roof here. VIX looks like it's getting ready to drop even lower. Yep, we're holding. Come on, Baba. Very good. If SPY hits 178.50, 53, that's new high day. So very close up here. Very, very close. Ugh, look at this volume. This volume's gross. I'm all out here. I'm going to get back in at 62, 63 with, I guess it would only be 200 shares. Alright, I'm back in it. That's fine. SPY did make a new high a day, but I don't know, this volume really bothered me. So I'm okay with what I just did. Technically, you can just say I took an extra partial, but still holding. So now we're looking for high day breaks. And I will change it to $50 partials. Yeah, still not liking that volume. Same rules though, close underneath the 9. Tick still, yeah, everything's looking good, so definitely need to be looking for longs. I'm just gonna let Bubba go. Nvidia tried to break out here, and it's come back down to the bottom trend line. So the question is there a good long in here? I mean, it's not. Really doesn't look that great. Just failed to make a new high here back into this previous resistance. Does that mean this is a good short? I don't know. No, I think the market's too strong to take shorts right now. Yeah, I think taking a short would be a bad idea. Only other possibility here is Apple. So it's trying to break out right now. I guess that counts. It's got above, getting stuck at this 172.90, pulling back for a little bit of a retest here. Is there a good long? I don't know, honestly. I don't think so. Netflix just losing it. Bob's still holding up here, but volume's getting worse. Tesla, no. Nvidia absolutely lost it. Yeah, I guess it was good short. Maybe that's only its first move. So we are just on Baba. Taking my eyes off for a second because CVS might be doing something too. I don't know. It's just getting kind of stuck around this level here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a trade here. These are the only gap stocks that I was looking at. Garmin. Let's see, what do I want? It's just kind of starting to fail. This probably isn't going to mean anything. It's going to have to break out a lot more than that. Alright, Baba's getting its first down test here. See what it does. Wicks. It's tighter and tighter and tighter. Failed breakout higher. Is there a play here? Definitely short. I mean, look at this, it's like a breather. Again, it's like a big bear flag. It's taking a breath. It's gathering all the longs that it wants to. And then if it's going to lose it, it's going to lose it. But bottom trend line's a little too far away for me. These giant green candles here for the volume kind of throwing me off. Who is trapped right now? The longs have got to be trapped. The longs have to be trapped, especially, okay, I need to get a range break above 60, maybe even 75, and I'm going to look for a short. That's not what I want. I don't know. Keep an eye on it, but we'll see. Yeah, underneath 48 for sure, but it keeps stepping up here, so SPY is falling back. It just made a new high day, and SPY is really pulling back. Tick charts have completely changed sentiments. A&D is starting to roll over and look lower. VIX is still dropping, but see what happens here. Right now matters. It's a complex pullback, so this pivot low doesn't count, because it failed to make a new high here. So this recent low that it's making now could count if it wants to make a new high. If not, I need to stick with 43 still. Volume's growing, not to the good side though. It's just interesting because SPY's been losing it. Baba's been barely losing it. It's been holding this 50. Yeah, we're looking pretty ugly here. SPY's dropping again on really good volume too. So unless something pulls up here, I hate this. I hate how I can't make up my mind where I want to put my stop, because that's it right there. Depending on what happens, yeah, after that, depending on what happens, that's my new stop. This is 47, that was 47, 45, that's it. Wicks. I like the initial reaction. Completely failed breakdown. See where it finishes. Because we got a moving average crossover now. And big volume. How about that? Alright, well that's going to stay there because I'm still looking at wicks right now. So kind of failed to break down here, so I absolutely need to see some kind of test around 60. Let's see, it's $110 stock. If I want to risk 20 cents, can I get 800 shares? Yeah, Bob is looking weaker. I might get stopped out here in a second. Tick made new lows after it made new highs. This is like the 4th time I've seen this today. Big question is, do I want to add into this? I mean, I could add 600 shares with a stop of 4 cents right now. See what happens. Right here. And I'm out. Well, I made it last as long as I could. Wicks breaking down. Well, I don't really know what I need to see here. If anything, it's going to be a pullback from the breakdown. Alright, so Wicks finally is kind of failed that breakdown. And then now we're getting back up to this range here. I mean, it just one order went through above, so I mean, I'm not really counting this, but at the same time we are at this level. So just trying to see where we can really go here. Because there doesn't really seem to be a reason. I'm just trying to figure out why this 110 is so strong here, and I'm really not seeing any reason why it is. I mean, all I really see is the 200 SMA is underpriced, but that's it. So I'm trying, okay, here we go. This is what I want to see. I want to see something above all of this. Yeah, that volume going into that last move there is super, super weak. But, I mean, it got great volume going into it initially. And it just totally failed here. So 69 is my stop. That's about 30 cents a risk. So 600 shares is right on it for 200 bucks. The only problem is the market's just a little strong at the moment. Had that huge sell-off, came back. Looks like we actually are still holding underneath this 20. Okay, that might not be true. Circuit breaker, so I gotta go with the market order. God knows where I'll get filled. I mean, you can look at this as a failed breakdown and then a successful breakout from this triangle. See what it does here. Big buyer there. I definitely don't like it for a long. Moving averages are absolutely in the favor of the short side. Well, Garmin had a decent little breakout, but it never pulled back. There might actually just be a decent short on the SPY, because it needs to get above that 20 and start holding above it. Who are the trapped traders? Well, there's plenty of longs that have just gotten in on this that would be looking to get out on a failure of this move. And if there were any shorts being trapped, they probably would have gotten out on this move. So that just doesn't seem to be the case here. Flashing under here, 33. Give it a few more minutes here. It's a super low trading volume, so I might need to see one final pull into the 50s here, because if it is a solid breakout to the long side, then it should be holding this level. So I can't quite say that it's a good short yet. SPY seems like it's getting ready to lose it. Tick failed to make new highs. VIX is rising a little bit. Super low volume. There was like 2 people trading that candle. Yeah, it might just be a good long, just a low volume pullback right now. SPY bounce from VWAP. Apple's not looking too bad for a short. A hidden seller here? How can you do that on a circuit breaker? I don't understand. These rich people and their special tactics. Well, if that was the attempted recovery, that is pretty weak. It's going up. The longer the trap, the longer the trend. So if this thing does set up, Okay, market's trying to change here. VIX is spiking, tick's making new lows, it's starting a new cycle, failing to make new highs. Thinking that we got a really good shot here for some short on the SPY. Super tight risk reward, stop loss is only at 24. I can only get 500 shares, which is upsetting, but it's what it is. FANG stocks have just been acting weak. Apple looks like it's getting ready to lose it here. I need to go for this. I need to go for it, if I'm not going to go at all. I'm only risking 10 cents on 500 shares, so I mean it's only 50 bucks worth of investment here. Profit target will be this 93. See what it does at view app again. Obviously it's got to get underneath the whole number too. But for this moment, it is a really good looking short here. I don't know, it's just so awkward because I can't get as big as I want to get. I mean, 10 cents of risk, that's 2,000 plus shares I could be looking at taking. But because of how slow the SPY, well, slow relative to everything else, how slow it moves and super tight risk reward, you know, that's just what I got, I guess. Definitely doesn't mean that it's a bad trade. Volume's really good on this push so far. But I mean, only touched it. Need to see under. I mean, knowing this market, God knows this is just going to be another fake out. But I like it. I like right where it's at too. I mean, failing to get above this 20 is the main reason I was looking at this thing. Yeah, come on. Got a good start, but we're still waiting. Tick did make new lows. VIX is rising pretty good right now. Advanced decline starting to turn lower. Apple's definitely fallen. Facebook's losing it. Nvidia's still losing it. Netflix and Tesla have been losing it. And Baba is also starting to lose it. So we wait. It is what we do. We are traders and we wait. Oh my god. I should have gone for that Wix short. Good lord. That couldn't have worked out better. Ended up dropping, making a new low a day. Jeez, man. That's an $800 trade. Well, that's too bad. I should have been looking at that one closer, I guess. Again, it was like I said, too. Longer the trap, longer the trend. I mean, that is a great start to the trend. Okay, well, now, yeah, here's the signs already. Tick's starting to make new highs here, so now it's telling me that this move isn't as strong as it was. So, now we gotta worry about this whole number situation, because if they start to find buyers here, then we're gonna be in trouble. I mean, it is literally a scalper's market, especially whenever things are acting like this. Can't trade what you think. Gotta trade what you see. What do I see? I see 278 holding now. I still see a chance here. I mean, it only touched me up for the first time. But we absolutely have to get under 278. Good so far, alright. Here's 273 again. Decent break. Oh yeah. Lose it. Take a little bit. Already at previous day close. Thinking about taking a little more here. Yeah, Tick's making a new low. Okay, nah, we're still good. What's next to worry about? Previous day close, obviously a spot to worry about, but ended up skipping that for that 93, so I took my first partial there. Looks like 80's next spot. If we get underneath 80, I take more. Stop loss is going to be 10. Need to see 80 here. Taking a lot of shares there. Still seeing sellers. Whether they get taken out is of no concern because obviously so many people trading this thing. You know, if you see 100,000 worth on a spot, well, it just doesn't really mean that much. Stalling here a little bit. Keep taking it lows. Looks like low 70s now. Bunch of buyers here. Want to see him get taken out. Hidden seller here at 77, gone already. Stepping up, 76. Holy cow, man. When you see it, you see it. And the more we're just going to keep going, the more I'm going to keep taking. Next stop low a day. What is this? Okay. Freaked out for a second. I thought I got all out. Guy came within a penny. Great volume. Tick still making lows. Advanced decline turning lower. VIX is actually turning down here, which is interesting. $65. Was that refresh buyer? 64. 63. Should be losing it. Take on 50. Alright, what we got there? I got 277 as the next spot. So we could be holding for a while here. Now, the other thing to pay attention to is pre-market. What does pre-market have? Maybe 50, definitely 40. Alright, we're looking for 40s. Yeah, the market's getting trashed right now. I'm seeing some big down moves here. So the question becomes, what looks like a good short? And I mean, nothing at the moment because everything is way overextended, but I think just might have missed wicks. You can see it came and tapped previous low a day, just perfect. Let's see. Might give me another chance here. We'll see. Nope, nothing. So, I will come back whenever Spy gives me something to work with. Okay, so, interesting spot. Failed to make a new low. Is making a new high right now. Face the clients, Fix is kind of turning up a little bit. Ticks is starting to pop up a little bit more here. So, thinking that this could be the end of the trade here, but need to give it just a couple of seconds, maybe another minute or so, and see if I can get out at a better spot. So ultimately, I'd like to see this keep continuing, but I mean, any and every single chance that I have seen the bears or the bulls to come in and start buying things up, it has happened. So I really should not expect too much more out of this move. See if I can get low 70s. Just struggling here. Give it one more shot to head lower. I'd like to see it pull back once here. So I want to give it a chance. Stuck that bid there. Got under there. A little squeezy. Got this 20 to work with too. So Tick did just make so weird. Volatility is rising again. VIX is moving back up. Tick did make new highs, so it has to be of concern. And advanced decline's turning up. I'll give it a minute. Yeah, look at that. That's nothing. Well, I would like to get out at a good price. Just hoping that some noise will come down, bring it down a little bit. I mean, it still has a chance to head lower. I mean, we got yesterday's close, we got this 90 level. I mean, it's only the first. I mean, it's super late in the day, first of all. And then we got the 5-minute chart that I can be trading off of too. I mean, this is only the first real deep pullback, I guess, that we've had. But I'm looking at Fang stocks. Fang stocks are looking a little stronger. They could be crawling lower. I mean, it's pretty much the exact same thing that we're seeing here. It's just maybe rolling over. I just want to see one significant pullback down, and if it starts holding above 80s for sure, then yeah, it is time to get out. But I want to see what it wants to get to see if it wants to head lower. I mean, VIX is rising right now. It's kind of weird. Just weak. call it there. I'm gonna take a minute here, and I'm definitely gonna be done for the day. Alright, I lied. I still might actually want to trade this. So it's really weird, but Tick failed to make a new high this last cycle here. Did make a new high, but it's pulling back down again. Advanced decline still moving up, but the VIX is kind of freaking me out here, because it's really on a tear moving up right now. And I'm wondering that if this move around here is going to fail, then maybe we do have some more continuation to the downside. But just need to wait for a minute and see. FANG stocks are not looking strong. Seeing some big numbers. Stop would be at 92. I don't think it's time to go yet. Need a little bit more. Alright, Tick definitely failed to make a new high. Not yet. Not yet. Really low volume. I'll come back in a minute. Alright, popped up again here. Tick, I'm waiting to see if Tick is going to make a new high or not. Needs to be a market. It seems to be coming off a little bit. It's just low volume again. Tick's making another down move. VIX is still trying to move higher. Alright, Tick's getting ready to drop, it looks like. Still think I can get a better entry. We just got super low volume. Now nobody's interested. Facebook's turning lower, Nvidia turning lower, Bot's turning lower. Apple tried to turn lower, Nvidia and Netflix and Tesla dropping lower too. Advanced decline still moving higher here. Tick not quite failing yet. I'm just not seeing exactly what I need to see yet. Hopefully SPY comes back again. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to miss the SPY trade. The stars exactly weren't, the signals weren't there. They weren't exactly what I needed to see during the time, so just got nothing to trade off of, so I don't have a trade. Definitely fine. I know I am down on the day, but I should have made a decent little comeback here. So covered, so I'm down like 350 bucks. Yeah, probably about 350 bucks, so either way, I'm pretty satisfied, honestly. I know I made mistakes earlier in the day. Nvidia, again, too impatient. I'll have to go back over them, obviously, whenever I can, but just happy to make something back. I mean, I finally caught a good trade on Baba there. I'm just trying to catch, read anything, and it's just, I mean, this market is incredibly difficult to read. And I keep thinking long, and then, we keep getting these, at least today anyway, had some decent short setups, and then just no follow through. It's just hard to get a hold on anything, so let's just get right into it. Nvidia, first trade I took on the day. Decent little pop here at the open, started consolidating, kind of formed a nice little range here, so it touched this 158 here, then got bought back up. I chased it and got in. Well, I mean, I said it even before I got in the trade, you know, I need to see some test underneath 158. Ignored it, went for it anyway, and then, you know, we do get the test on under 158, and then I stop out, and then we get the squeeze higher. I mean, it probably would have ended up being a small loss anyway, but the point is I need to be trading it right rather than just jumping into things. I mean, it should have been a small loss, not a $200 loss. So CVS, next trade looks like it took a short on it to start here. So ended up coming up into VWAP here after somewhat coming down. Came back up, bounced off of this, came back underneath, and I shorted it, looking for some kind of S&B VWAP play with a stop above. Looks like I added another 200 because I didn't get full size right from the start. I don't think I calculated it correctly, so I just ended up adding, you know, right where I needed to be adding, and I covered it for a super tiny loss. We ended up breaking down here, and just there was no follow through on it, so I decided to get out in front and get back in if we got underneath this 80. Well, the next candle got back in underneath the 80, just no follow through, so it ended up coming up above here. Held that 64 really nice, so I mean, I was in 800 with like almost a 25-cent stop, so I mean, it's right on it, where it should be. Ends up finally making a decent little breakdown. We get underneath this, and I take some off. Only took 200 off. No, I did take off half. And then I covered the rest up around 75, so I ended up with it. I guess nowadays that's considered a small win, so fine. You know, I made the most out of what I was dealt, so I think it's good to get back in. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that one. I think that one was pretty good. Then we started getting a little messy here with Netflix and Facebook and whatnot. So obviously the market is going to influence these however much. I don't really, this is a chase for sure. I mean, sold off at the open, popped back up above VWAP, grinded up a little higher, started getting stuck just underneath this 40 here, came back pretty hard, and we started getting underneath the VWAP. So now we're sitting underneath, we get a little test underneath, pops back up, and I'm looking to get in long above this recent range here. So we do, I get long, and then I get stopped out, and then it tests lower, and then it finally wants to move higher. So I don't really know what I'm looking for here. I don't really know what I was looking at here. So SPY, obviously no help. Surely that's what started stopping me out. I remember what this was, yeah. I got in, and then SPY made this candle, and I expected Netflix to do it, but it didn't do it. It just started holding, nobody was selling. So I was like, alright, well, if we're not going to follow the SPY here, we must want to go higher. So held on, remained stuck with my same stop loss, and it just eventually made its move lower and stopped me out, and then moved higher. I don't really... I just don't really see what I was trying to do here with this trade. I mean, it's a trap trader, but it's underneath VWAP. I mean, this up move got stuffed really hard, and then we started consolidating under VWAP. If we were consolidating above VWAP, that completely changes the sentiments of the stock here. So this is telling me sellers are in control here. I mean, obviously they were, because we never went higher the entire day, and now everything is just given up. So I don't think this was a trade that I had any business taking. Well, I mean, it added to the case that it failed to break down here, but still, it's underneath VWAP. I just don't see it. I mean, the next trade was fine. The next trade that I took on Netflix was pretty good because I was able to see there was a failed breakdown, and then we decided to move higher, and then now we're starting to consolidate above VWAP. So I was looking for it for some kind of VWAP retest here. Didn't get a trap trader scenario, but that is at 1027. So 1027, the SPY was taken off. Got a little bit of what I wanted, but we never got above this 37, so I was not able to take a partial. Instead, I ended up just cutting it at break even. I took $360 worth of losses on Netflix. How does that happen? Bought, sold, bought, sold, bought, sold. So I took another loss in here somewhere. That must have been it there. So I mean, this trade here was about 200 bucks. This loss here was, I also didn't get the full fill. That was only a $40 loss, and then this one, that one was, let's see, 400, about 3, that's about 120. So I mean, I took 3 trades, 3 losses, only to be down 360 is about a little more than half of what my full risk on what all these trades was. So I mean, I guess that's not terrible money management, but the trade itself, the first trade shouldn't have happened. Second trade, fine. Third trade on Netflix here, going for the long, so at 55. So 55, the SPY was getting ready to fail to hold any higher here. What's it doing now? So it did drop lower. Still holding lower too. Yeah, I don't know. Missed it. Whatever. So what was I looking at? Just another case here. I absolutely, yeah, this was a forced trade. This didn't have any business being in this either. So trend line coming up, set up for a trap trader scenario, but again, we're not consolidating above VWAP. We're consolidating around VWAP this time. So yeah, I get a trap trader, a little bit of a failed breakdown there. Comes back up, and it just never did anything. And it just failed. I mean, we're underneath the trend line, so I mean, yeah, but it's got to get above. It has to get above all of this. What I should have done, no matter what I feel like doing, is put a order in above this range. I don't need to be trying to buy before this range breaks. I mean, again, the context it's just not there. I'm just misreading price action here. Just 2 bad trades on Netflix, absolutely. There's nothing here to convince me that either of these are 2 good trades. I mean, I just forced it. Just what happens. Alright, so Facebook. Facebook ended up doing worse than what I thought it would do. So it ended up setting up for a pretty decent triangle here. Got a good breakout from the triangle, but again, I don't remember which trade it was, but yesterday I took another trade where the pullback was just super deep, and kind of the same thing we saw with Facebook here. So came down to VWAP, bounced a little bit. I decided to get in off of that move there. I got the whole number underneath, gave it a couple minutes, just ended up stopping out right away. Only took $127 loss on it, so that's all right. But I got filled at a really bad spot. I mean, my risk was only... No, yeah, I got filled on the exit on a really bad spot. My risk was only, geez, 10 cents maybe. But I had literally caught the bottom of this candle here. And it just bounces around. I mean, there may have been a case for a re-entry, but again, gotta worry about that 10 range, so... I don't know. I don't think there was anything wrong with this one. This one just didn't work. I mean, this was at 11, so again, on the hour, sentiment just kind of changes, it seems. I don't know, I've been really trying to pay attention to this, so SPY did fail that. Yeah, the context just wasn't there anymore. There was a chance. There was. I mean, I'm not going to call this a trade that I shouldn't have taken. I mean, it's a trade that definitely had a chance to work, it just did not. So Baba ended up being really nice too. So Baba, higher time frame context, 15-minute in the daily, it's just setting up for a giant bull flag. Saw some more continuation with it today, I guess. For the most part, things were just kind of going sideways. Baba just started holding higher. So you see sideways in the morning, big trend up, came back to V up, held, dropped underneath, held, made a nice triangle, and then we got held here, popped up above the range, and then we started holding a little higher above this whole number. So once I saw that, I was looking for some kind of previous level test plus the whole number plus being above VWAP plus I believe at the time, yeah, SPY had just bounced off of VWAP and looked like it was headed higher. So most things in my favor. I'm not going to say everything, but I wanted to go for it, and I did. So I got in there, really nice risk reward still. Stopped just underneath the whole number. So I mean, in this case, I'm only risking 8 cents. So made that little pop above. Didn't quite get to where I wanted to be taking anything off, so I had to hold for a pullback. held pretty nicely here from the 10, and then we just started moving higher. I mean, there was really absolutely nothing wrong with this trade until we started getting stuck here a little bit. So we popped underneath, started going a little sideways, getting stuck at this 60. And I noticed at this 55 we were starting to like struggle to really get above it here. So we started pulling off. I decided to get all out and just put 200 back and above. Did just that, and then just never got anything. Just failed from that point on. So it was 1150. 1150. SPY still making high day and just kind of pulled off. So I mean, the market absolutely helped with this trade, and I think that's what I really need to be patient about, is waiting until the market's on my side, until the price action is clear, until we get that final test, that final failed breakdown that tells me it doesn't want to go any lower and that it wants to go higher. I mean, Baba, we saw it. Baba, we saw it. What else? SPY, we saw it. SPY was a really nice trade. This was a trade of the day. I can't get as big as I want though, which really sucks because, I mean, it was again only 10 cents a risk. I'm only risking 50 bucks on this thing, but I just don't have enough buying power to get as big as I wanted to get. I mean, that's probably 1,500 shares that I wanted. Either way, worked fantastic right from the beginning. Tick charts and advanced decline are really what set me off for this one. So this was at 12:15, so this is going to say 11:15. So tick just dropped down super hard there, failed to make a new high. You see at the same end, at the other end on the nicey. They failed to make a new high again. So at this point I'm like, alright, we're failing to make new highs, we're dropping, making new lows. It's time to get in on this thing. So obviously previous resistance becoming resistance again, gives it one final test. I'm like, alright, I need to get in on this thing now or never. Let's get 500 and just an immediate winner. Just great trade right from the start. I saw it on the internals, I saw it on the tape. Just everything's looking great on it, really. I took profits that, I mean, they're really scattered. I'm starting to wonder if maybe there was some kind of, you know, maybe not even take partials at all until I see a level actually hold. But I mean, either way, I've never not done it that way, so I don't really know. Yeah, so let's come back again here. I don't really know if I did want to do something different, what could I have done? I mean, just make my profit target low a day. I mean, I had plenty of profit targets to worry about, so I mean, I took them all off right where I should be taking them off, so I just don't. I don't know, the only thing I can really think of is just take smaller partials, but that still doesn't fix the issue, I guess. Stay, what are you doing? Weird. I don't know, either way, I feel like I handled myself a lot better today than what I've done in the past. Well, I guess since yesterday, trading with bigger size. You know, I'm finding myself, it's weird, I'm finding myself make these stupid mistakes again just because I'm trading bigger size. I don't know, I feel like I'm getting FOMO more. You know, I know the money's not there being displayed, but I don't know, I found myself thinking about money more today than I have in the past. So, and if I'm thinking about it, I'm going to take dumb trades, and that's exactly what happened. I took dumb trades and down $360 because of it. So, you know, if I didn't take any of these Netflix trades, which I shouldn't have been taking, you know, I'm probably right at break even on the day. But this is good. I feel good about today. I feel better that I recognize my mistakes a lot quicker this time around. I was able to hang in there. I mean, I didn't have a winning trade this entire day. I took 5 losses, and well, that's not true. I took a CVS win, I guess, but I was only 1 for 5. And then I still hung in there and then got 2 solid winners out of it, taking almost 400 bucks from that. So I mean, I was down, what is that? That's 600. It's like 700 bucks there. So I'm back to 600. And I cut into it pretty good. So I mean, I'm definitely proud of myself for sticking in there, waiting for the clear setups and then jumping on it when I see the opportunity. So whew, man, plenty to type up. I'm going to be sitting here for a couple hours filling in these stats. But definitely be back tomorrow. Same risk. Still trying to trade big. Feeling good about it. Give the Twitter post a read if you haven't. I'm going to be formulating some plans on how to do better tomorrow, so that's the goal for right now. And then tomorrow the goal is just to, again, don't take any bad setups. Wait until it's clear. Wait until you get that test, because until the market is clear as ice, my trades aren't going to be clear either. And I mean, that is incredibly obvious from today, that until it is clear, I got no business taking anything. So that's the takeaway for today. Thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow.